Hello traders, welcome to today's video. It is Thursday the 8th of February 2024. This is your Bitcoin update and we have had the move up, which is what we had anticipated. So through 44k and on our way up to 45k now, which is the top of basically the range. Okay, so I just draw my range from the first high to the first low. And then we have deviations on either side of that. And yes, we are approaching that 45k range high as we speak. So what can we really be looking at now? First of all right, high volume breakout, which is what we needed. Okay, so you can see here a high volume candle comparatively to what we have seen previously. And what tends to happen then is we do go through a phase of just a cooling off of volume, start to form a range, which is basically what happened overnight, although it started to climb again a little bit more today. But you can see often when we have these high volume candles, you do tend to get these ranges that form afterwards, whether they are candles both up or down. That is what tends to happen. So looking for this to cool down, I would expect there to be a rejection around that 45k unless there can be some kind of big impulse. There's going to need to be a catalyst in order to get beyond this. This is now approaching an area in which I think it would be sensible to start to basically hedge positions, take profit on any long positions, because this is now getting into that zone where we are in this gap. Okay, we do have this 4-hour gap liquidity here. There is also the highest volume node of anything outside of value area is very thin volume up here. Okay, because price hasn't been here like for over 2 years. So very thin volume here. However, this is where I would expect to slow down. And realistically, what we're looking at now is you really do want to see that 44k hold if this is to start to pull back. So there are options available in order to trade this. First of all, is simply taking profit on longs, which I think is absolutely a sensible thing to be doing right now, because to break up towards these highs right now it just seems fairly unlikely, and we're getting into that area between that 45 to 46k where I think things can get a little bit choppy. Secondly is the hedge short idea, where we're looking for price to range around here. Maybe it makes another high, but you are then hedging for any like downside that may come later on. And the third one, if you're feeling like everything's getting a little bit overheated right now, is just to simply go short. That is the long. I'm so used to longs. Simply to go short. And for me, it would not be up at these highs. I'd be essentially wanting to close out of this short if it breaks through the NPOC that we have up here at 46k. So if you get those 4-hour candle closes above $46,000, let me just show for you once again. This is the NPOC that we have up there. Okay, so if you start to close candles beyond that, realistically, there's nothing to stop this from going up towards 50k. So I would want to get out of it here rather than waiting to have a real wide stop over here. So I'd be looking at a trade like that, which essentially, if you're going to trade this, then ideally, yes, you could just be looking down towards those range lows, those 41 to 40, but that can then continue on to those 32, 30k area, looking for that like pre-halving dump, which I don't really think is likely here. I do think that what I'm basically planning for in this scenario now is for this to cool off for a little bit. Okay, and continuation higher up towards 52, at which case then I would be looking for more short positions. I am anticipating this range to continue for a little bit longer. It just feels like it's been a long time coming. Okay, this has been trapped for quite a while, and to fail on the first day seems unlikely. However, we have seen stuff like this happen previously, haven't we, where we had these long ranges that formed, you had that breakout and immediately just dumped. But this was around a lot of ETF hype. It seems a bit more organic, this. So you break, change of market structure, looking for continuation higher, and then around that 52 to 54k, I would be looking for those bigger swing short positions in that area over there. So that is basically, yeah, that's kind of the plan for Bitcoin right now. keeping it relatively simple. Okay, there are certain things that you can be looking at in terms of momentum. Okay, anchored VWAP from the low is now very, very important to hold on to that. And we can be looking at moving averages and so on. But yeah, coming into an area of resistance here on the chart. So pay yourself at the very least, I would say. And what else? What else is there to mention? From the other chart that I use, or above daily open, if that gets lost, okay, then I would expect this high volume candle that takes us down towards that 44k to be recovered. So we'd essentially be looking at like, yes, okay, we see a loss of momentum here, lose daily open, and you'd be looking for that move down towards, that takes us to 43.6, 43.7, and then we'd be looking for a bounce around there. So yeah, this here being, you just don't want to lose this at this stage. So drop into that, fine. Continuation higher, start to form a range here, fine. But again, candle closes below these single prints would not look very good. Order flow. So from the order flow, what we do have is a couple of interesting things from this morning. Okay, liquidation heat maps. We can see that clearly the short positions are the ones that are being squeezed out. The CVD is showing something fairly interesting locally here. Okay, so we can see price making a higher high, but CVD not following. However, open interest is increasing. So we're getting signs of CVD weakness where this momentum from long positions just continuing to drive price up isn't really there. But basically, a lot of this has essentially been because of shorts opening. We can see on the lows here, okay, you can see that there was that bullish divergence that got put in here, which is then just causing the CVD not to rise as high, essentially, because you're coming from a lower point as this rise in price happens. So there are more shorts that could get squeezed out here. There are shorts that are open within this area. We can see open interest is continuing to increase, and the delta is continuing to increase, but it is starting to show those signs of maybe exhaustion here. And I do think that we can look at a cooling off if this does. I mean, one will push up towards 45k and then start to range between that 45 to 44 would be ideal in this situation. Now on Agora trade, we can also see that for the first time, it is perps that's starting to get a little bit excited here. Okay, so whereas the initial move, we had that nice divergence with spot bid holding up really well. It was spot that initiated the first move up. However, since basically overnight here, looking at like 2-3 a.m., spot has cooled off. There's profit taking going on in spot, and this latest move higher has been perps led, which again leads me to think that this move locally is approaching a top. You don't really want to see spot when spot starts to cool off. Okay, the natural bid is not there anymore, and we can look for this to start to cool down. But overall, still looks really good. As long as, like I say, as long as the range is not really closing lower than this zone here, I do think that this looks good. And what this will also give the opportunity for, once Bitcoin does cool down, wait for any dip that may occur, and then you can see we'll probably find that a lot of the altcoins bounce back, and they're the ones that play catch up with the likes of Ethereum getting a decent move up, and with this Bitcoin dominance we can see within this range that's here starts to cool off. So altcoins would likely get another decent move, like I say, as long as there's not a big rejection here, which I think is unlikely. I think consolidation before higher prices, with altcoins starting to outperform within that consolidation. So that's my plan. Okay, looking for obviously Bitcoin to cool off a little bit here. I have taken profit on my Bitcoin long position. I still hold a little bit of that because I mean, I literally caught like I haven't seen anyone yet that got a better entry than me. So I got an entry underneath 38,800. Meh. And yeah, I'm going to hold that for clout. So despite the fact that I've closed much of that position, this is the game we play. and I will continue to hold that one for clout, even if it's not making me huge amounts of money anymore. I've been trading altcoins a little bit more lately, and obviously Nasdaq making a new all-time high again yesterday, which was quite nice to trade. I very annoyingly, I took a long here on the Nasdaq yesterday, and I closed out of it around about here. And then I did this. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, nothing really more to update on there. As always, if you are interested in what we do within Taurus, then do go check out tauruscrypto.com. Okay, let me just see if I can bring the website up. Do go check out tauruscrypto.com. Okay, if you love trading but you hate losing money, it's time to elevate and become a winner. Master yourself, master the market, and you can join the crew here. That takes you over onto our WOP page. Reload. Yeah, you can sign up. Sorry, flash bomb like crazy. Let's make that dark. If you are interested in joining the crew, then it is less than the price of a cup of coffee per day. And we do daily live trading rooms. We've had one today already. I'll be doing a live stream later. There's going to be other voice chat stuff going on. We had 2 yesterday. We had 2 the day before. So yeah, daily live sessions, constant ideas and stuff being shared over on the Discord, which I can also bring up here. Okay, we have like myself sharing all these ideas. We had a nice take profit here on Jupiter yesterday. We were looking for this breakout. Very, very happy with that. French Bull sharing like fantastic Elliott wave Wyckoff analysis if you're interested in those. Randall, the legend, volume analysis, absolute master at that. Cake has been giving some incredible strategies and stats for trading the Nasdaq and the legacy markets. We have Delirium, again, legend, sharing some great ideas, lots of confluence going on there. All of us were looking for this move up, which is what's happened. Figazi sharing some great ideas, doing his daily video updates as well. And then we have our trading chat. So much going on over there. Everyone's trading stuff. Everyone's making money. And you can see good money being made in the Discord right now. So good stuff. That's enough of that. And yeah, on that note, I'm going to wrap it up there. I'm going to leave you with this beautiful chart because price going up makes us happy, and price is right now going up. Unless you're a bear. But if you're a bear, I doubt you'd be watching my videos because, as everyone knows, I'm a toxic perma bull and we're in a bull market. So, hey, anyway, enough. See you soon. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.